What's up with y'all, man? Hey, look, we back with we got another podcast. I almost said we back with another one because I be doing YouTube videos, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's our podcast. We don't got a name yet, but I can guarantee you this is something you gonna want to stay tuned. You know, like I'm saying, tuned in for. You know what I mean? We need some of y'all help too. You know what I'm saying? If you watching this, give us suggestions on what we could do, whatever. But yeah, this is our first podcast now. A little bit about the podcast. I mean, we just gonna be talking about, you know what I'm saying, just learning new stuff going on in pop culture, music, sports, you know what I mean? And we're going to do everything that we can to, you know what I'm saying, inform you about stuff going on in those, you know what I'm saying, different segments and categories, as well as keeping you entertained. We're definitely going to be, you know, it's just vibing. We're just going to be vibing, just chilling, having a good time, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all can find enjoyment coming from this podcast.
Absolutely. It's all about a vibe, and I don't know. Whose idea was this? Was this mine or yours?
Yours.
Okay, so it was my idea because, I mean, I basically saw you doing your thing on your YouTube page.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I got to hop on there because, one, I love podcasts. I love to watch podcasts.
Definitely.
And, you know, why not? And so the reason I think this is going to be dope is, one, and this is my number one reason, you know, since we had your mom and I had Braden, we haven't got to spend much time with you, you know, because we got a little one running around the house, tearing it up. And now I got a time to kick it with you and carve it with you. So this is going to be like a chill session. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk music. We're going to talk sports. You might hear us bash our Sixers here and there, but we still love them to death.
Of course.
Eagles, you know Phillies. And then we're going to talk music, man. And one of the cool things, and another reason I thought about doing this, is because there was a certain point where I stopped listening to new music. I just cut it off cold turkey. I don't know why. I was arrogant. I don't know what it was, but I said, I'm not going to listen to these new kids because they're talking about nothing.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, rewind it to, I'm just going to say, I probably started listening to stuff a little bit before COVID happened. Just a little bit, real light. And I was really feeling some of these new acts. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm like, yo, these fools is doing something, and they're talking about something, not what I'm used to they're talking about back in the day, but things change. That's life. And I was feeling like, no political views. I got Republicans, friends, and all that good stuff. It is what it is. I'm from the burbs. Listen, I was feeling like the Republican of hip hop. Straight up. I don't want to hear nothing new. Make hip hop great again. Put the old school in. That's not how it is. We got to change. So just real quick, I mean, there's a couple few acts that I've really been feeling. That's why we got the Astro World out here. Travis Scott, man.
Travis is next level. I gotta tell you right now, Travis is no longer, like, at first, you know what I'm saying, you could put him in the rap category, but he's no longer a rap artist. He's just an artist. You know what I mean? He's not.
Repeat that one more time. He's
an artist. He's no longer a rap artist. You know what I mean?
He paints pictures.
He's an artist. He really paints a picture. You only move a crowd like that at your concert when you got something, you know what I'm saying, that's no longer when you're in your own category. That's the only way you move in a crowd like that. And y'all seen his concerts, man. Y'all see his performances.
They are so lit. I watched them. They're
crazy. Yeah, exactly.
Just to get the energy, dude. Like, the energy is crazy. The kids, you know, because you guys go through a lot nowadays. And just the kids get to be at those concerts and they get to escape and be a part of that for 2 hours. And then they have to go back to the regular lives. But the energy and what he does for the music, and I really can't wait till he puts out his next one. And this is not the Travis Scott podcast. But while we're on the topic, I can't wait till he puts out the next one. And he's taking his time because he wants it to be right.
Definitely.
You know what? As much as I wanted, I believe this came out 2 years ago, two summers ago, like
2018.
And I'm ready for the next one. And I know he's working tirelessly on the next project, but he wants it to have that same feel. Like, every track, you feel something.
It's not hard. Like, Travis is one of those people that you could take somebody that really does not mess with rap music at all, and you could put them on to Travis, and they really, like, start messing with it, and they'd be like, okay, I mess with this, right? And I feel like, I mean, Travis, you see how long he's taking on the album. It's because he's trying to perfect what he got going on, because he knows and he sets expectations so high for himself.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch
That's
the
awesome.
documentary of him and Astro, like about him on his tours and Astroworld and how he came up, like, you know what I'm saying, I advise you to go watch it. But if you didn't, like, look, he basically just holds himself and everyone in his crew to such a high standard, high expectations, because he, you know what I'm saying, he knows what he wants. He knows how he wants stuff to be, and you know what I'm saying, he's just trying to make everyone move. You know what I'm saying, everyone feel what he's trying to say.
Listen, I taught you well. Like, just little pieces, like on Astroworld. Only one song, well, 2 songs are coming up to my mind. Like you said, he's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
He has Tame Impala doing the keys because it
Mm-hmm.
fits
Because it
that
fits.
song. He has
Mm-hmm.
James Blake on the album because he needed those vocals. That's
Mm-hmm.
like Kanye genius. Like,
Yep.
he's on that level. He's
Exactly.
going to be here for a while.
Exactly.
But we're off that. That's Travis.
That's Travis.
The album's here. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. Vibe out to it. Have an open mind. It's a different sound. You guys all know Sicko Mode, but the rest of the album is crazy. That might be
Exactly.
Sicko Mode. Might be the only song I don't listen to on the album.
Yeah.
Just because I mean
it was overplayed.
that was next
It was
level when it
overplayed.
dropped.
It was nice.
Crazy, but it was on repeat. But I
now
mean,
it's like,
straight up, my favorite song I would have to say is Yosemite
yep.
and Afro Thunder.
My favorite song on there, I definitely have to say Stop Trying to Be God.
Yeah.
That's definitely my favorite, one of my favorites, just because it's the vibe on there. But yeah, me personally right now, I do want to take this time to, you know what I mean, kind of get out why I thought this was also a good idea, the podcast, because definitely, you know what I'm saying, Jared brought it up to me and he was like, hey, look, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. In the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I can rock with it. But there was no like set in stone like what we actually wanted to do with it. But once we started thinking about it more and more, I ended up realizing like, hey, look, you know what I mean, this could be, you know what I'm saying, we could definitely vibe out on this. I just want to take the time to chill, talk about stuff, and it just keeps both of us as well as everyone else informed about what's going on, because a lot of the time, I mean, like he said earlier, like, you don't want to always be like that, oh, old school's that's it, it's old school, you
And
know what I
vice
mean?
versa.
And vice versa, and new school and all that stuff. So it's kind of like we could take this time, especially in the music segment, just to like talk about the old and the new, and how even though they changed, they're different, stuff evolved, that there's still stuff, there's similarities, of course there's differences on both sides, but they all convey a message to their, you know what I'm saying, to their crowds, their audience, and all that stuff. So that's definitely why I wanted to do this, definitely just to, you know what I'm saying, like we said, we were talking about bridge the gap between the old and the new, you know what I mean, because I feel like they're separating, and of course,
I mean, at your school, let's like,
mm-hmm.
how many people know the old stuff? Like, because I know us growing up, you in the household,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't have a choice. You were listening to old school
course.
music. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
Nah, youngin'. We're
Exactly.
playing what I want to play.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you rock it. Like, you know the
Of
lyrics. I'm going to keep it 100. You know them better than me.
Yeah,
You're a student to the game. I was a student of the game. Still am. Like I said, that 5-year hiatus. Now I got you. You're going to put me on the new stuff.
mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to put you on to some of the stuff that you might have not heard.
Definitely.
And I'm sure I can find something that you haven't heard.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's another thing that we're going to do. We're going to add a segment in here. Right now, we're going to call it Give It a Spin.
Mm-hmm.
On every episode, I'm going to give you an old school album that you might have not heard,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to give me a new school that I definitely didn't hear.
Definitely.
So that's going to be dope. And then we're going to come back and talk about it for a little.
Yep.
Not a whole long time, but you know, and I'll say if I'm going to keep it in my rotation or I'm just going to put it back on the shelf.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's going to be dope.
Definitely. Definitely.
I'm going to be doing my homework again.
Mm-hmm. And that's, you know what I'm saying,
Which is
that's good, because like there is always times where, you know what I'm saying, you'll try to, you know, especially like you said in my school, I can't get a sentence out about nothing, because all people want to hear is, you know what I mean, the Polo G's, the Little Babies, the Babies, all these, I'm saying the Little Uzis, which is cool, because they're all artists, and I rock with a lot of their songs, but I think the problem is no one is open-minded. And actually it is funny, because you know what I'm saying, we got a little special paint or whatever in the bathroom, and I wrote on it the other day, and because we can write on it with chalk, and I wrote on it, I said open-mindedness is the key to life, you know what I mean? And that's exactly how I feel with this music stuff.
Real quick, you said what?
Open-mindedness is the key to life.
He said open-mindedness is the key to life. And I went to my wife, your mom,
Mm-hmm.
went up to me. She's like, "Did you write that?" And I said, no, I didn't write that.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't write that because you know what? Money's power, respect is the key to life. Little Kim told us that. That's just a joke. But that's the first thing I thought in my head. You know, when I thought, money, power, respect is the key to life.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
But all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Open-mindedness is so key when it comes to music too, because you can't just be somebody who only listens to a few artists just because that's all you know.
You can't be a hip hop.
You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Because them same people, when it's gonna favor them, wants you to be like, nah, step out your comfort zone, listen to this music that I listen to. So you have to, you definitely can't be a hypocrite. You can't do that type of stuff with that type of music.
That's what I was saying. Like, how can you? And I'm a hip hop junkie, but I even took it to myself with the Republican thing. How can I have a conversation about hip hop and school a youngin' and not know what the heck is going on in their lane?
Exactly.
What am I going to talk about? Well, he stinks because...
Exactly.
I didn't listen, so I don't know why he stinks.
Exactly.
I got to hear it.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I always say, because, you know, a lot of the time, and especially because me, like, I've been listening, like, whether it was as soon as I came out the womb, I've been listening to, whether it was the West Coast, the old school, just old school in general, just listening music to develop. Like in 2006, I'm 3 years old. I'm waiting for my mom to get out the shower so I can listen to 96.5 or Power 99 on the radio because I enjoy that. You know what I mean? Like there was just like little things like that, and so I'm used to it, right? Like I grown up with it all the music and all that type of stuff. But there's a lot of people who don't grow up with the music, right? Like they just start listening to it when they get to high school and all this stuff, which is okay. But to them, their excuse is, oh, that's all I know. But like that don't gotta be all you know. You know what I mean? You can definitely go and expand and do what you gotta do to, you know what I'm saying, know. And a lot of them, when they look at me, they know that I've, you know what I'm saying, been on my music stuff. They know that I got. And if they say like name your top 10, or I say name your top 10, they'll throw people like Pot, Big, or, you know what I'm saying, I even had a kid throwing Rakim in his top 10. And my number one thing is, that's fine. You can have your opinion, but can you name 5 songs by each of them dudes, right? Like, you can't just go by what you hear. Because I know if it was that way, a lot of people wouldn't have a lot of them people in their top 10s, which is fine. But that just goes to show you that, like, people aren't really doing their research or aren't really investing time into something they want to talk about.
And here's my thing with the top 10, because everybody has a top 10. Like, it's your opinion. There's no wrong or right, but just do your homework. Like, for my top 10, crazy as it sounds, and I might get killed by the hip hop community, Travis Scott's getting in my top 10 because I love how the music makes me feel. I feel a certain way when I hear his music, and it takes me to a certain place, and that's why I love music. That's going to give me memories and take me to a certain place.
Definitely.
And he definitely does that. Kanye does that. Jay-Z does that.
Definitely.
You know, and there's other music outside of hip hop that take me to another place. Tame Impala, Linkin Park, you know, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, all that stuff. You know, we love. It's not just hip hop. It's just, you know, that's the main core that we rock out to. And besides the music tip, I mean, this is a family friendly. I mean, we're gonna keep it funky on here. But this is a family friendly show.
Yeah.
So you're gonna mess around and you might hear our dogs barking. We're gonna have company over, friends. We're gonna have guests join the podcast. I know a bunch of people that want to hop on, and they're so excited to see this. And I can't wait to get this product out to everybody, which is gonna be cool. But yeah, this is family friendly. We want you guys to laugh, relax, have fun. I'm sure we're gonna end up cracking on each other. You know, it's all love. That's what we do here at the house. He knows it already. He got it off the rip. So he's used to it. And I mean, he's always kicking it with my homies and everything like that, so he can hang. And then that's what it is. Like, so we just want you guys to really enjoy the show. Always in the comments, let us know what you like. You know, let us know what you don't like, if if that makes you happy.
Suggestions.
And we're all about you and getting it popping.
I definitely, you know, this is definitely supposed to be something, because I know, especially for a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying, no matter what you're going through, what's going on in life, it's always cool to just have that thing you can turn on, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a TV show, whether it's a YouTuber you like to watch, whether it's a podcast, just something to turn on and just gets you off, you know what I'm saying, just distract you for a little bit what's going on, you know what I'm saying, just like have like a little like friendly little family type vibe going on. Whether you listening to it in your car, at your house, whatever it is, to just, you know what I'm saying, distract you from it and have some fun and get some laughs and all that type of stuff. So we definitely here for, you know what I'm saying, just the laughs, the vibes, having fun, all that type of stuff.
Yo, it is cold as heck down here.
Yeah,
cold.
it is, man. It's cold.
Yo, I gotta get a new space heater up in this joint, man. It's cold down this joint.
I'm telling you right now. Actually, y'all been seeing this the whole time. This little green screen we got going on. Now I don't know what I'm gonna have going on back here for this video.
Yeah.
But
it's lit.
You know what I'm saying? We had to cop the green screen because
we're gonna do it.
Keep it funky.
Yo, and we're gonna get better every week. Trust me.
That's how it go. Yep.
I mean, this is my first time recording podcast, and I feel good about it. I feel comfy. I feel good.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging with my son, my homie.
Exactly.
And we're gonna have a good time and vibe, man. Yeah. This is cool.
Yeah.
Yo, Sixers, man. What do you think about that win versus LA?
The win versus LA. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sitting here and I'm watching, and I'm like, dog, there was times where they was up dang near 20. They was up 20. It was like killing them boys. And to me, I'm like, I know we was the number one in the East, but again, there's always that argument. Even though the East is getting better now,
it is.
Oh well, you know what I'm saying? The West is so crazy. You're not in the West. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to like play the defending champs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that when they got LeBron, because usually, bro, they used to play Sixers and bench all their players to rest them because they ain't even had to worry, and we'd still lose. You know what I'm saying? We still throw the lead in the fourth quarter.
Come on, man. We had some tough years.
Yeah, man. I know, and you know what I'm saying. So it was really good to see them have had to really put that much effort into it just to get a dagger sent in by Tobias. You know what I mean? Just for Tobias to send it home, because I know Bulls hating on Tobias too.
Right. He's making an argument, man.
Mm-hmm.
People are they're slowing the roll right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that win was great. Like you said, we had LA's best effort, meaning they had their whole team there. And same with us. Like, we had the lead, but you know the Sixers are good to blow the lead. Exactly. Like, that's what they do. But they pulled through. So, I mean, we're happy about that. What's your thoughts on Ben Simmons, man?
Ben Simmons.
That's a hot topic right now. It's either you hate him or love him. There is no in between with Ben. That's what I'm seeing on Twitter. That's what I'm getting in the group messages. Yeah. It's either hate it or love it.
But what you got to realize is a lot of people can get on Ben Simmons for shooting. You know, another player who don't shoot at all is Giannis, right? He don't shoot. He don't like shooting. He can shoot sometimes. Like he'll go to the corner, maybe knock one down, right? But Giannis is so dominant that it doesn't matter. He's a 7-footer who's fast as heck and bullies his way in the paint and gets what he wants. Ben Simmons is not at that point yet, and that's the problem. If you're not going to shoot, you got to at least be the most dominant person on the court. You know what I mean? And that's Joel to me. I don't know, that's Joel.
Absolutely. They were saying the same song about Joel. It was all about Trade Joel. Trade Joel. Joel is the MVP thus far in the league. I hope he keeps it up. I hope he stays healthy.
Exactly.
That foul versus LeBron, I don't know if it was flagrant. He was in the air. He fell on his back. The refs had to make a call.
Yep.
LeBron isn't a dirty player. That's really not his thing. So I'm not here to knock LeBron. But he got back up, and the Sixers played last night and won.
Yep.
Apparently, he had like 37 in like 27 minutes or something crazy.
No.
He rested a minute. He rested, which is crazy. I'm so excited for the Sixers, man.
Yeah, no, the Sixers is definitely doing their thing. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, when's the last time we've been number one in the, you know what I'm saying, number one in the East? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, a lot of time it's easy, especially with basketball, to, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you with a team like the Sixers, you watch a couple games, you like, I don't know. And usually how it usually go for me is, okay, I wake up just ended. Okay, who won? You know what I mean? I don't be watching the whole game because I'd be like, this is terrible. You know what I'm saying? I'd be sitting there halfway through the season like, oh, the Sixers is on. Oh, we already way under 500. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here?
Right.
And so as much as I love the team, it was always hard for me to like keep watching because it's like this thing is just disappointing.
And it's a lot of games too.
Yeah.
But they're so excited now. You got.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the product. I love the addition of Danny Green, Seth Curry. You know, his pedigree is impeccable. So you know he's gonna come in and make it, make it rain.
Exactly.
So this is nice vibe. And look, see, with the addition of them two, Tobias is opening up. Now Tobias can go do his thing. And that's why you see him productive now. Because they got the shooters on the wings. And maybe that's even why Embiid's doing better.
Yep.
So that's dope.
I feel like that's always our problem. That was always our problem.
No shooters.
We ain't never had.
Oh,
no
we
shooters.
had JJ, but
We had
you
JJ
need
Redick.
more. You need more.
But when
than
you
one.
have one shooter on the floor, it's not that hard
Listen,
to lock
we
up
had-
one shooter.
We had JJ, but that team that came with JJ, like Horford, I mean, that all came, I think, like with 14 regular season games left, and there was injuries in between, you know, from our studs, Embiid and Ben. So they really didn't get the mesh going in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and then they couldn't afford JJ, and he went to New Orleans.
Yep.
So, I mean, now we got some shooters. They have some time. They're getting better, I feel like, game by game. So, we'll see what happens on the east side. You know, James Harden has joined the Brooklyn Nets now.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to see how that works out with him, KD, and Kyrie. I'm not so sure how that's going to work out with Kyrie. You know, he loves the ball. And the rest of them do. I feel like Kevin Durant, he's going to be fine. He's going to get his.
But you heard Kyrie was wilding lately, right? Like Kyrie
Yes, he
ain't
went
even
MIA.
been, you know what I'm saying? And people are struggling to understand whether it is, you know what I'm saying, sickness related or whether it's family or... But there's people also out there making a thing that he ain't even really messing with. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really even trying to play basketball anymore. But there's people that telling him to retire. Who didn't Stephen A. Smith tell him to retire?
Yes, he
retire
did.
already. Like,
I don't want to quote it, but I know one of them. Stephen A. did say that.
Yeah.
On First Take, and he said, I mean, what are you doing? Like, he left his team in the dark, man. Like, that's a tough teammate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're banking on this year. Brooklyn put, you know, all their chips in. They're ready to make something happen. They got the big three. And then right when this is all about to happen, he went MIA. So that's tough, man.
I mean, the last time Brooklyn's even been close to being, you know what I'm saying, all right, is when they had Darren Williams and...
Yeah. Yo, how you remember that?
Because I was
Joe Jackson?
Yeah.
It was Joe Johnson?
They had Joe Johnson.
Yeah, they was kind of tough low-key.
Joe Johnson.
Extra low-key.
And then they made the trade.
That's when they first started,
They made the trade for Garnett and Pierce.
Yeah.
Remember, they made the trade.
Dang, you know that from 2K, man.
No, I was on it. Well,
you know that from 2K. I'm over here thinking that, you know 2K.
You know, every morning I was up watching the NBA channel.
That's true. Shaq and the Fool and NBA. That, my bad.
I was up watching.
My bad. I forgot that was your morning joint.
And so that was like, you know what I'm saying, before I was out the door, I was watching the joint.
Every day. And you would watch it twice because it was, what, like 25 minutes?
Yeah, it was like 25 minutes.
And then they ran it back.
And I'd like be chilling, come downstairs. All right, I gotta go. But I know what was going on. But, you know, yeah, like the Nets, they're, like, I'm just trying to see how that chemistry works out. Of course, you know what I'm saying, like KD and Harden have been teammates before.
Yes, they have.
But, you know, they all are people who want to score.
Both involved, too, since then, too.
Yeah.
So.
And
but I know KD. I feel like he's a good teammate.
Having three people on your team who can score whenever they want is a problem.
It's tough. My question, the question mark there is how their defense is going to be.
Yeah.
A lot of times when you have like high power offense, you kind of lose some on the defense. So you're going to be trading points, or you're just going to be blowing people out. I don't know. Depends on the other team. But that's all for our NBA segment.
The NBA segment.
What a tough segment. Yo, we're going to keep it sports real quick, man. A lot of things happening with our Eagles, bro.
Oh, the Eagles?
They're looking crazy.
I'm telling you.
You know, you got the quarterback controversy.
Well, there's a lot of things.
Coaching's coming together, but it's new.
I'm most concerned. Okay, so for me, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of people might not like this because everyone I talk to don't be thinking like this. But for me, you randomly put Hurts out there mid-season and told him get something popping. As much as he's been in the practice, you know what I'm saying, he's been going, attending the practices and doing what he got to do to work. He ain't never been put in them type of situation before. He was just out there for a quick little like triple option or something. And you know what I'm saying, that's what it was. I feel like if you give him this time, especially with that in-game experience now, he could, of course everyone has potential, but he could be somebody that could really, I think I would favor over Carson Wentz. And a lot of people say, I want Carson Wentz in the game, especially if we're paying him so much money.
Right.
Now, my thing is, if you want Carson Wentz in the game, you better have, you know what I'm saying, the old Cowboys offensive line or something, or Patriots offense, because he does not run, right? What he does is
injuries.
He's not mobile.
He used to move.
Yeah, but he's not mobile no more. He don't run, and when he runs, he's slow. He gets caught. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's that easy. You know what I'm saying? Left hand and right hands can catch him. Jalen Hurts, on the other hand,
It's quick.
he's quick. He can run for a first down if ain't nobody getting open.
But what do you think the longevity is for a running quarterback?
The longevity for a running quarterback?
Who is like, who's primary a runner? How long, do they normally last? Like, I know so many runners.
Who?
I mean, because they get hit. When you move, you're going to get hit.
Of course.
It's open season.
But see, that opens up a whole new world of possibilities because of the fact that when Jalen Hurts was running,
they got a game plan.
They got a QB spy.
Right.
They can't double team people.
Right.
They got a QB spy. They got to make sure they keep him on lock. And what's that do? That gives our wide receivers the one-on-ones they want. Right. So they can get open. We have people like Jalen Reagor who is dusting anyone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's not an all-star corner. Like, he's dusting. And I feel like, Jalen Hurts just opens up the field just by himself because they got to be scared that he's going to take that thing.
Makes the defense honest.
And he gets out of bounds very well. I think he runs over and he gets out of bounds pretty well and he slides pretty well.
Yeah,
he can avoid the contact. You know what I'm saying? Unlike, say somebody like Lamar Jackson who was running, juking, and all that stuff like he was a running back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who sadly ain't even get all that hype this year because, you know what I'm saying, they just wasn't getting the hype for the second year straight. But
yeah,
I don't know.
We'll see how it. There's a lot of changes going on in the organization. I necessarily didn't want to see Doug leave yet. He just got us a chip. He brought it home. Mm-hmm. I would have gave him one more year. It was, the coronavirus, the uncertainty, no preseason. I would have gave him one more year personally.
Yeah.
I feel like we owed it to him, but I don't know if he wanted to be here anymore. Mm-hmm. So I think he kind of was fine with it. That's how I feel about that. But I'm off the Eagles. We're going to see what's going to happen with them and transpire. But yeah, it is what it is. Ooh, I don't know nothing about the Flyers, so we ain't talking Flyers.
No, I don't know nothing about Flyers.
Sorry, Flyers fans. You ain't going to get that on here because I don't know nothing. Maybe we'll have a Flyers guest come in if they make the playoffs.
Explain the Flyers. Yeah.
We'll have a Flyers man. Maybe we'll have our boy Stein in here so he can give some bad takes about the Flyers.
Bad takes.
Another thing I wanted to say, we're going to have guests on here. I don't know how we're going to conference people in, but when you went down to Florida, them two boys that you did a pod with, man, they were sharp. I like them.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
Yeah, those are my guys.
So we got to tag them in somehow.
Those are my guys, of course. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Where we putting this thing on? You already got subscribers, so man.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I feel like being versatile is one of the best things we could do. You have people that aren't going to subscribe, right? You have people, you post on your joint, you have mad bulls going to subscribe. And you also got bulls from me. If I post that on my story, I got smooth 500, 600 views on my story.
Right.
So people can slide up and slide through if they want. But I feel as though this should be its own individual.
What are you talking about stories?
Snapchat.
Snapchat stories,
yeah.
Okay.
And so, you know what I'm saying? I feel as though putting this junk on its own channel would be a lot.
What's Snapchat about, man? I'm cutting you on there. What's the climate like on Snapchat right now for a high school kid?
For a high school kid?
What's it look like on there, boy?
It's just a new.
Would I want that, John? If I was in high school, would I be?
It's basically a way to have access to whoever.
Come on, let's get right to the
like
bread and the
social
butter,
media.
man. I want to hear how you get to the ladies. What's the one you got to get to the ladies?
How you
now,
get
keep
to the
it a
ladies,
buck with you, man.
Bro,
let me come right into it.
Nah.
Is that the John you want to go to the ladies? For real? Is that the move?
Yes, that's the move. Because nobody be giving out numbers unless you grown.
But do you
on
need the number? Because you could just
you can hit them bulls up on Snapchat. That's what it is.
Dog, we had it tough back in the day.
You want to know?
Dog.
You go on there, and if people know your name,
bro.
Like me, people knew my name. I literally went to my quick ad. I added everyone I knew off rip. I got like mad people on there, but now it's to the point where, you know what I'm saying, if you want to, you could just go like hit up whoever you want. You know what I mean?
Like, you know what we had to do back in the day? First of all, we had to build enough courage, step to them, and ask for the number.
Exactly.
Now they just might not reply. You could straight up get humiliated
in front of
in person.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you can slide right now in the DM and be like, yo, what's up? What's your number? Blase, blase. They don't respond. They talk about, nah, shorty, that was my little brother that did that. Chill.
Yes,
You're not
but
my
nowadays,
speed.
a lot of that
Chill.
stuff be catching on. Like, you won't even be doing that. Sometimes you gotta just take. You know, say people just be taking the L. It's a lot easier to take the L like that. But I think
that's the beauty of the struggle, baby.
It also
Heat check.
Gets you know what I'm saying, it can get around though. That's the thing. Like if you do it, it's instantly around if you in person, right? It's instantly around if you in person,
right?
But if you do something online, all that girl can go to all her friends.
You can spread it to more people,
and that's what it is.
Quicker.
That's what we got private stories now. All they gotta do is go in there, look at that. Better hope she don't got no other girls around. The other girl can take a picture of their phone so it doesn't notify you.
They notify you though, right?
If you screenshot, but not if you have another phone and take a picture of the phone.
See, they got the workaround.
And then hey, let me send that to me. I'm gonna put that on the private story and where you can choose who sees it.
Sorry.
And then they expose you.
Bulls is getting exposed.
Yeah, Bulls is. That's what it is.
That's what it
is. It's always ways. That's why you gotta watch out. That's why someone like me, if I am ever, you know what I'm saying, if I slide on a girl or anything, the first thing I say is like I say something straight up, and then what you gotta do is I instantly am pushing FaceTime or anything, especially during the lockdown zone where you couldn't even leave the crib.
Right.
Like you pushing the FaceTime because I mean at the end of the day, like I'm way better with my words anyway.
Right.
In general, like I'm way better with my words and. I'm not somebody who's gonna be sitting there texting.
What's the pickup line right now?
The pickup line?
Yeah, what's the move? What is it?
I think my favorite one that I've ever used is that I slid in. I said, "Damn, I feel that." hold up. I said, "Damn." I'll say their name right. Damn, I feel the immaculate vibes through the screen. You got all my attention right now. And guess what happened, bro? That joint is sauce. I swear it's sauce. You gotta understand it's sauce. And guess what? They be like, oh, word? And you be like, yeah. And then you reply after that, you be like, I don't even be telling lies. So yes, I'm being dead serious. You got all my attention right now. And then that's it. You come in there interested. Most dudes slide in with a hey. No.
Hey, you.
That ain't happening.
That ain't working. Hey, you.
I don't lie.
Yo, you gotta come up with some creative, Joe. You gotta stand out.
You gotta be creative with it.
Yo, hey, you.
Yeah,
the hey was strong back in the day, dog. Hey. 3 Y's, HEYYY. Exclamation point, dog. Yo, the hey was strong, man.
You
gotta bring it back, though. Everything comes back, like the clothes, whatever. Bring it back. Bring the hey, see what it does.
You gotta understand.
Oh man, you're just gonna leave it on red.
It's so easy to say that, right? It doesn't display because again. You lack that physical interaction or you lack body language through the phone.
Right.
You go up to somebody, you say, hey, you can instantly say something after they say hey back, right? You sit there and say hey over, like, they don't know any of your emotions saying hey because it's just a word, right? But if you walk up to them and they can feel your confidence in real life, then the hey could work, you know what I mean? But you got to realize over the phone, they don't know if you confident or not. Because, you know what I'm saying? You can hide behind the screen. That's why you got to come differently online, like you actually confident. You know,
that's why they say confidence is the key to everything. You know,
definitely.
What else we got? What else we want to rap about, man?
Hey, man, I'm trying to figure out how you think this Drake album's gonna be going.
Oh man, well, it's gonna be great. I'm just when it pops up, it pops up. I'm not even thinking about it too much, to be honest. But, he's going to hit us at the right time, in my opinion. And people are going to yell at me for this, too. I think at this point, he's not doing January, obviously. I think he should wait till April, May. Drop it through the summer. Drop it through the spring, summer. Set the when things start opening back up, set it up right. Because Fat Joe got one right now, man. And I think it came out a little too early. But that Fat Joe got one right now, man. Yeah. That Joe is fire. A couple other people got one too, but that Fat Joe joint.
Okay, y'all. So what ended up happening was, I ran out of storage. We ran out of storage, so the video cut off. But I do want to let y'all know, because our last segment, what we was talking about anyway to wrap it up was the homework that we was going to give each other. So I gave
Jared the homework of listening to Dial It by Playboi Carti, you know what I'm saying? And he gave me the homework of listening to Mood Music 3 by Joe Budden. So, you know what I'm saying? That's all we got to say. Hey, look, I hope y'all enjoyed the first podcast. And, you know what I'm saying? Not much going on. Just us talking, you know what I'm saying? Relaxing, chilling, vibing out. You know what I'm saying? Again, put suggestions in the comments. I do know that for the green screen, I could only really, change it to, a gray neutral color. So, it, you know what I'm saying? Would look cleaner, but we do have to pull that a little bit, you know what I'm saying, tighter and all that type of stuff, so we could actually put pictures and stuff back there. But, you know what I'm saying, besides that, let me know what the suggestions are, and I'll talk to y'all boys later. Peace.